Troop 516, Assistant Senior Patrol Leader Captain Frayne will begin our ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the flag ceremony. Troop 516, advance the colors. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of Allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Tender for the Scout Isaac Cody with the Scout Law. Unquote.
On my honor,
With my rest, to do my duty, to guard my country, to obey the Scout law, to uphold the people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
Opposed colors. Please be seated.
Good evening. My name is Doug Zorn. I'm a committee member for Troop 516. I'll be your Master of Ceremonies this evening. On behalf of Stoughton Boy Scouts Troop 516, I welcome all of you to this Eagle Court of Honor for Stephen James Comeau. Our ceremony this evening is being held in the First United Methodist Church, which has sponsored Troop 516 for 59 years. The United Methodist Church and the Church's Board of Trustees for their continued support of troop activities and for allowing us to meet here this evening. Thank you. I would like to call upon Rebecca Cho to offer the opening prayer at this time.
Let us pray. Faithful and loving God, we thank you for sharing. We thank you for the privilege of sharing this night with one another. We thank you for James and for all the ways that you have blessed him and blessed others through him. We thank you for the people who have helped him to reach this great achievement. His family, scout leaders, teachers, fellow scouts, friends, and others. Lord, we pray that you would add your blessing to the ceremony and continue to bless James so that he may do great things to your glory. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Troop Advancement Awards are given out at these ceremonies to present awards for the troop advancement and the achievement since the troop's last Court of Honor held on May 8th, 2015. I would like now to introduce the Assistant Scoutmaster, Joe Bodette.
Good evening. I'd like to call up Debbie Zorn, Committee Chair, Mark Brasikoff, former Scoutmaster, Assistant Scoutmaster Mike Harrington, Treasurer Fred Clarksdale. I'd like to start by calling up Nikhil Tom. He has earned the merit badges of chess, cooking, pulp and paper, and small boat sailing.
Joshua Lyons, merit badges archery, chess, pulp and paper, small boat sailing.
I'd like to call up Trevor Simmons, who has earned his merit badge in communication, environmental science, pulp and paper, and welding. I'd also like to call up Jack Goldberg, who has earned his merit badges in art, camping, citizenship in the nation, emergency preparedness, and pulp and paper.
Nate Bodette, who has earned merit badges in citizenship in the community, citizenship in the world, fire safety, pulp and paper, and small boat sailing. I'd like to call up Nick Comeau, who has earned citizenship in community, communication, environmental science, fingerprinting, pulp and paper, and welding.
I'd like to call up Eric Anderson. He's earned merit badges in archery, citizenship in the world, pulp and paper, small boat sailing, and welding. And I'd like to call up Caston Frame. He's earned merit badges in canoeing, communication, kayaking, rowing, and the lifeboat range.
I'd like to have former committee chair and current Troop Eagle counselor Arlene Graber please come forward to help me introduce and receive members of tonight's Court of Honor. It's now my pleasure to introduce the members of the Eagle Court of Honor. When I call your name, please come forward and take a seat on the dais. Mark Hogan, aide to Representative Katka. Robert O'Regan, member of Stoughton Board of Selectmen. Greg Goldberg, Fire Chief, Stoughton Fire Department. Brian Ernst, firefighter, paramedic, Stoughton Fire Department. Tim Norton, teacher, Stoughton Public Schools. Pastor Stanley Schultz, pastor of Faith Baptist Church. Mark Rascott, past Scoutmaster, Troop 516. Billy Campanario, Eagle Scout, Troop 516. And Paul Comeau, past Troop 516 Scout and brother of James, whether he wants to admit it or not. Now it is my pleasure to introduce the members of the Eagle Court of Honor who are also members of our troop. When I call your name, please stand. Peter Buckley, committee member, Troop 516. Dave Walsh, committee member, Troop 516. Dave Laurie, committee member, Troop 516. Chris Frayne, committee member, Troop 516. David Figueredo, Eagle Scout, Troop 516. Andrew Bornstein, Eagle Scout, Troop 516. Mike Harrington, Assistant Scoutmaster, Troop 516. And Adam Anderson, committee member, Troop 516. Ladies and gentlemen, this completes the Eagle Court of Honor Assembly for this evening's ceremony. With the Court of Honor now assembled, I turn the program over once again to Assistant Senior Scout Patrol Leader, Caston Frayne.
Ladies and gentlemen, this completes the Eagle Court of Honor assembled for this evening's ceremony. With the Court of Honor now assembled, I turn the program forward once again to may I have the lights out, please? This great world of ours has grown darker with all its problems. Many cannot see the right path to follow, so they wander off, taking wrong turn after wrong turn. But penetrating this darkness is the light of the spirit of scouting that offers a glimmer of hope for a better world. It is a light that must be kept burning in the heart of every scout, now as he grows into manhood. All scouts live by a code known as the Scout Oath. It describes 3 duties that each boy promises to accept. The first is his duty to God and country.
On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country.
The second is his duty to other people.
To obey the Scout law and help other people at all times.
And the third is his duty to himself.
And to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
light of the spirit of scouting also grows by following the scout law every day and in everything scouts do. The boys will now recite each of the 12 points of the scout law. Scout is trustworthy.
Scout is loyal. The Scout is helpful.
The Scout is friendly.
The Scout is courteous.
A Scout is kind.
The Scout is obedient.
A Scout is cheerful.
The Scout is thrifty.
A Scout is brave. A Scout is clean.
Scout is reverent. We began in almost total darkness. Now in the light of these candles, we can see one another well. So it is that the spirit of scouting lights our way as we travel the road to a brighter future.
It is my pleasure now to introduce Eagle Scout Mark Hogan, who will give the meaning of the eagle.
It takes determination, perseverance, and a love of scouting to achieve the Eagle rank. Only 5% of all boys in scouting reach Eagle. The requirements to become an Eagle are several. You must be active in a troop and patrol for at least 6 months since attaining life rank. You must show scout spirit, and you must complete a total of at least 21 merit badges since joining Boy Scouts. Of these merit badges, 13 are mandatory. Additionally, while a life scout, you must serve for at least 6 months in a leadership position within your troop. While a life scout, you, James, served as troop senior patrol leader. The most challenging requirement toward Eagle is to plan, develop, and give leadership to others in a service project which benefits the school, place of worship, or your community. You chose to redesign and rebuild a garden area and benches for West Elementary School complex. A project that is useful, meaningful, and lasting. You developed a plan for the project and received all the necessary approvals, raised all the money needed, and obtained all your supplies. You gained adult and scout assistance for the project, supervised and kept detailed records of your work and your progress, including labor and cost statistics, and took photographs to document your progress. You acted as liaison between the troop and the beneficiary, and you wrote a report detailing the project. Your project report will be on display following the ceremony tonight. All of these requirements were completed prior to your 18th birthday, and you sat for an adult board of review made up of council leaders and members of your own troop committee. Lastly, your completed record was reviewed by National BSA in Texas, and now you are an Eagle Scout. James, as an Eagle Scout, your family and friends and your troop members will look at you differently from now on. You set a goal of Eagle and you made it. Congratulations. I hereby call this Eagle Court of Honor to order. Will the name of the candidate be introduced?
It's my pleasure to introduce James Stephen Comeau.
James was escorted by Tyler Cody. Will Nick Comeau please escort Mr. and Mrs. Comeau to the dais? I now call on Eagle Scout Billy Campanario to present James's scouting history.
So James and I have been in scouting our first day and together on the last day. So I'll be reading his Cub Scout and Boy Scout history. So James started out as a Bobcat, which is the lowest level. He stuck with Scouts because of the friends he made and the great experiences. One of the things James remembers the most from Cub Scouts was the Pinewood Derby. While at the Pinewood Derby, he built a small car and got to race against his friends, and the fastest car won. The anticipation and the excitement of the event led to a failure because his car sadly did not win. James completed Cub Scouts with all the patches and moved on to Boy Scouts. During his first year as a Boy Scout, James went to summer camp for the first time. The first trip was enough to make him love it to this day, and he remembers this trip the best. The first year he was at summer camp, he had stitches. Because he had stitches, he couldn't participate in some of the more exciting activities with the other kids. While he sat on the sidelines, as the other kids got to play and have fun, James worked on merit badges and relaxed. But one day, the other kids were playing dodgeball, and James just couldn't help himself and played with stitches anyways and ripped them open. Some of the most memorable camping trips were the cabin camping trips. There, his friends Stephen, James, and I found a raft on the beach and pushed it into the water and floated around in the water with it. He may have thought it was fun, but it wasn't for me because Stephen decided that he didn't want to come back in. So not a fun time. Another time he went cabin camping. There was a huge hill behind the cabin, and it was just after a snowstorm, so all the kids were jumping and pushing each other down the hill when some of the older kids got the idea to bring out one of the mattresses and use it as a sled. Another camping trip that made an impact on James was Mass Jam. There, James participated in the different activities they had there. Some things he remembers are doing climbing the climbing walls, making bottle rockets, and playing human skeet ball. So far, it sounds like living in the woods for an extended period was the only thing James did as a scout. Don't jump to conclusions. He did other things too. As he gained the ranks, he got to do more than live in a tent. James remembers going on sea base. There he lived on the water rather than in the woods. James got to spend a week on a boat and sailed around the Keys, and he got to see the southernmost point of Florida. However, halfway through the week, James got sick. James claims it was from swallowing too much salt water, but if you ask Mr. Zorn, he'll tell you that he was just seasick. Luckily for him, there was a problem with the trip, and they had to head home for one night in the middle of the week. As soon as he had his land legs back, James felt fine. Another trip he got the chance to go on was he biked all around Martha's Vineyard. The downside to this was they had to bike all the way to the campsite with their gear for the weekend. James remembers the trip being a lot more fun when he got to ride his bike without all the gear. James did a lot of camping in his time, and he still enjoys going now. These little memories from his time in Scouts are what he is most fond of. Even though there may have been a little force in the middle, which if you ask his parents, they wouldn't agree with that a little bit, he is still glad he stuck it through all the way to Eagle, where he is tonight. Congratulations, James.
I want to thank James for his Scout history because I got to relive a little bit right now. Thank you. I now call on Tim Norton to come forward and give the Eagle charge.
So, James, I have the honor to give you the Eagle Scout charge on the occasion of your rise to the highest rank in Scouting. All who know you are proud of you at this moment, but I must say none of us are surprised. You have achieved a position in Scouting that is full of honor and obligation, an obligation to do your duty to God, country, to your fellow Scouts, and to all of mankind. For all of the time that I've known you, you have carried yourself with the utmost character and integrity. I have watched you spend countless hours in service to others when you could just easily have focused on yourself. I have seen you working in my classroom at 7 in the morning, even before teachers have arrived. I have seen you drop everything you were working on to teach other students from middle school how to use tools. Our country, much like you, has a great past. I charge you to continue to dedicate yourself in the service of others, to make the future of this country a brighter one. I charge you to find a way in whatever task you undertake, whatever job or position you hold in your future, to always remember to pull others up. Be the foundation upon which others can build a better life. I charge you to be the citizen, to be the leader, to be the scout that all others will follow, so that you leave behind a legacy that your family and fellow Scouts will be proud of. It is with this high hope that you will always represent the finest of character and citizenship. I congratulate you and your parents and your Scout leaders. Thank you.
I'd like to ask Joe Burdette and Eileen Graber to come forward and present the Eagle Award.
Would James and his parents please stand? This time, Mrs. Comeau will pin the Eagle badge to James' left pocket. Mr. Comeau will now present James the Eagle Certificate. James will now present his mother with flowers and a mother's pin. And finally, James now presents a father's pin to his dad. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present our newest Eagle Scout, James Stephen Comeau.
Congratulations, James, Steve, Jen. I will now ask the members of the Court of Honor to come forward to honor James for his accomplishments. To present the award from President Obama and Vice President Biden, Paul Comeau.
All right. First, I have a letter from the White House. Congratulations on earning the rank of Eagle Scout. We hope you take tremendous pride in the hard work and commitment to service that brought you to this moment. This achievement speaks to your role as a young leader in your community. We encourage you to continue taking on new projects, setting a positive example, and striving to make a difference. Young people like you give us great hope for the future, and we wish you all the best. Sincerely, Barack and Michelle Obama. Second letter from the Office of the Vice President. Dear James, congratulations on receiving the rank of Eagle Scout. This honor is a testament to your hard work and dedication over several years, and you should be proud. Becoming an Eagle Scout undoubtedly allowed you to learn many valuable life lessons, acquiring numerous important skills, and adopt guiding principles, and to forge new and lasting friendships. I know this because I was a Boy Scout. You should take great pride in the effort you put forth and the honor that this rank brings you. To an Eagle Scout, there is no limit to what can be achieved through earnest effort. I encourage you to always pursue honor, loyalty, courage, and service. Throughout your life, I know these values, along with leadership skills you perfected while striving towards the rank of Eagle, will serve you in all your future endeavors. So from the leaders of our country and me, congratulations.
Thank you, Paul. From the Secretary of Homeland Security, Mike Harrington will present the citation.
From the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, August 31st, 2015, to James Stephen Comeau. Dear Mr. Comeau, congratulations on achieving the rank of Eagle Scout, the highest level in the Boy Scouts of America. For over a century, the Boy Scouts of America has helped shape young men into contributing, beneficial members of society. By achieving this rank, you have demonstrated good character and a dedication to your community, and I commend you. I wish you the best as you continue on the path to your promising future. Sincerely, Jet Charles Johnson.
Thank you, Mike. And to present the certificate from the Secretary of Defense, Dave Walsh. Might take some time, Dave's old. You always are.
No, we use this. Good evening. Dear James, congratulations. We are pleased to forward the enclosed certificate of achievement on behalf of the Secretary of Defense, Ash Carter, and men and women of the Department of Defense. You have earned your Eagle Scout through hard work and service to your community, and the celebration of your accomplishments is a momentous occasion. It marks a major milestone in your development as a citizen and as a future leader of our great nation. We encourage you to continue to pursue your goals and to seek ways to improve your families, schools, and communities. We wish you the best in your future endeavors. Sincerely, the Office of the Secretary of Defense of Public Affairs. And I'll read the Certificate of Achievement to James Stephen Comeau. In recognition of your challenging and difficulty activities you have completed to achieve the rank of Eagle Scout, we in the Department of Defense recognize that your scholastic, athletic, and other activities must compete for your time and equally as an outstanding in order to earn this recognition. Your determination to excel, your commitment to patriotic and public service activities are commendable. From Ash Carter, Secretary of Defense, dated August 27, 2015. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dave. Considering English is his second language, he did really well. To present the certificate from NASA, Chris Frayne.
From the Office of the Administrator, Dear James, please accept my sincere congratulations on attaining the esteemed rank of Eagle Scout. As a former Boy Scout, I know the tremendous amount of hard work and dedication necessary to achieve this honor. Your participation in Boy Scouts has provided the foundation for what I trust will be a lifetime of exploration and adventure. At NASA, we are very proud that many of our scientists, engineers, and astronauts began their journey of exploration and discovery during their participation in Scouting. In fact, 180 current or former astronauts were Boy Scouts. Again, congratulations upon obtaining this distinctive honor. Keep up the good work. Sincerely, Charles F. Bolden, Jr. Congratulations.
Thank you, Chris. And to give the certificate from the Director of the FBI, English is my second language also, Adam Anderson.
This is a letter to James from the Director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. James, on behalf of the men and women of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, I am pleased to congratulate you on your attainment of the highest rank that a Boy Scout may earn, Eagle Scout. I know that the occasion of your Court of Honor is a memorable milestone in your life and will be long remembered, not only by you, but by your family and friends as well. You have accomplished much in your scouting endeavors and should feel justifiably proud of the leadership skills, organizational abilities, and sense of community and commitment that come from climbing the Trail of the Eagle. This quest has required hard work, determination, and perseverance, and the skills and self-confidence you have acquired will serve you well in meeting future challenges. I hope you will continue a lifetime of active citizenship and that you will provide guidance and encouragement to future generations. America and the FBI need bright, dedicated, and loyal citizens to ensure the preservation of our democracy and the American way of life. I salute you and wish you every success in your future pursuits. Signed, James Comeau, Director of the FBI.
Thank you, Adam. Now to present the certificate from the U.S. mission of the UN from Ambassador Samantha Power, Arlene Graber.
From the representative of the United States of America to the United Nations, August 20, 2015. Dear James, congratulations on attaining the rank of Eagle Scout. You have much to be proud of in achieving the highest honor bestowed by the Boy Scouts of America. Your perseverance and dedication to service are an example for those in your community and around the globe. The leadership and determination of young people like you give me great hope for the future of the United States and the world. I commend you for your hard work and hope you have the opportunity to celebrate your accomplishment with family and with friends. I send my best wishes for your continued success on this happy occasion. Sincerely yours, Ambassador Samantha Powell. Congratulations.
Thank you, Arlene. To present the letter from the U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren and U.S. Senator Edward Markey, Mr. Mark Rascott.
Congratulations. And to you folks. Good job. Yeah. From the United States Senate, October 16, 2015. Dear James, I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate you on becoming an Eagle Scout, the highest honor a young man within the Boy Scout organization can hope to achieve. I know that it requires a great deal of determination, hard work, and faith in your capabilities to attain this high rank in Scouting. I believe that your outstanding accomplishment reflects not only on you, but also on your family and on your community. Our heritage finds its roots in a strong personal dedication to American ideals and a healthy spirit of achievement through self-motivation. The Eagle Court of Honor pays tribute to a select group of Americans in Scouting who commit themselves to those ideals to work to master a broad range of useful skills and subjects designed to foster outstanding citizenship. The goals that you have achieved in order to become an Eagle Scout have supplied you with unique perspective on what it means to be an American in a world where freedom has become a scarce and cherished privilege. As your Senator, I am proud of what you have achieved, and I am confident that the energy, talent, and motivation you have demonstrated will serve you well in your future endeavors. But above everything else, I want you to remember that you will always be an Eagle Scout. Your reputation for excellence will be earned every day in all your deeds for your family, your community, and your country. Keep up the good work. Sincerely, Edward J. Markey, U.S. Senator. And there was a certificate with that as well. And another certificate, the Honorable Elizabeth Warren, Massachusetts, recognizes James Stephen Comeau, Eagle Scout. I am proud to join your family, friends, and the rest of Boy Scout Troop 516 in congratulating you on receiving your Eagle Scout Award. This is the highest honor bestowed by the Boy Scouts of America, and it represents strength of character and knowledge, as well as commitment to your community. The dedication and leadership that you have shown makes you stand out amongst your peers and will aid you in your bright future. Congratulations once again on your outstanding achievement. Elizabeth Warren, United States Senator.
Next, I'd like to ask Peter Buckley to present the flag flown over the Capitol by Congressman Stephen F. Lynch in honor of James's advancement to Eagle Scout.
This is from the architect of the Capitol, the flag of the United States of America. This is to certify that the accompanying flag was flown over the United States Capitol. At the request of the Honorable Stephen F. Lynch, Member of Congress, this flag was flown for James Stephen Comeau. Signed by Stephen Ayers, architect of the Capitol.
Peter. I'd like to ask Eagle Scout Andrew Bornstein to read the letter of recognition from Governor Charles Baker.
Congrats, man. I know how much effort you put into this over the years. I know how much effort your parents put in as well. Congrats, buddy. From the governor's office, dear Eagle Scout James, congratulations on the great milestone of earning the honor of Boy Scouts Eagle Scout Award. Rising to the rank of Eagle Scout is a remarkable accomplishment requiring hard work and principled dedication to service, community, and leadership. These are attributes essential to improving our shared civic life. You, your parents, and each member of Troop 516 should be very proud. With this honor, James, you join a company of distinguished Americans, including congressmen, governors, astronauts, company executives, and other public citizens. You're an example for our community, and your efforts, as well as those of your troop, have helped us all look forward to a bright future. Sincerely, Charles Baker, Governor, and Karen Polito, Lieutenant Governor.
Thank you, Andrew. At this time, I'd like to ask Senator Brian Joyce to come up and present the resolution from the Senate.
You see, I tried to walk quickly because I saw him yell at the last guy for taking too long to come up.
Spoke sternly.
So I didn't know if I was going to be able to make it, which is why my citation got here earlier, but I had a family obligation. I did want to come. One of the reasons I like to come to Eagle Scout ceremonies, in addition to all the other wonderful attributes that are noted in Boy Scout literature and about the Eagle Scout Award, the one that I think is paid the least attention to, but probably the most important, is the perseverance, the stick-to-itiveness that it takes for a young man to achieve the rank of Eagle Scout. I know, Bob O'Regan would have joined me as an employer. When you have a resume from someone who's attained the rank of Eagle Scout, it goes to the top. It's a very special recognition, so this is a very special day for you. And I assume these are your parents, and
They won't admit it.
no, they'll be very proudly admitting it, James. It's a real tribute to you too, as well. So congratulations. I wish I had at least some of that hair. My Glory, you have a lot of hair. So stick-to-itiveness, right? There's more of that than me, and hair. There's way more of that than me. Okay, Commonwealth of Massachusetts, State Senate. By the way, where's Charlie Baker? Where's the governor?
That was just red. What is it?
I just
passed it.
All right, I just wanted to, all right, note how much nicer the Democrats is than the Republicans. It's an official citation. Be it known that the Massachusetts Senate hereby extends its congratulations to James Stephen Comeau in recognition of having made an exemplary contribution to your community, displaying leadership, patience, and perseverance, skills that have elevated you to the prestigious rank of Eagle Scout. Be it further known that the Massachusetts Senate extends its best wishes for continued success, that the citation be duly signed by the President of the Senate and attested to in a copy thereof, transmitted by the Clerk of the Senate, was signed by the Senate President Stanley Rosenberg, offered by Senator Brian A. Joyce, October 16, 2015. Congratulations.
Thank you, Senator Joyce. Next, I would like to ask Mark Hogan to come up and present the citation for the representatives.
James, I bring you congratulations from myself and also from Representatives Kafka and Galvin. It's my pleasure to be here, and it was an honor to be a part of your ceremony earlier tonight as well. I joined Cub Scouts when I was 6 years old, and this month is actually the 30th anniversary of my joining the program. And I have a 4-year-old son who I'm looking forward to going through the program with in a couple of years from the beginning. Now, I bring him up tonight because it'll explain why when you close this resolution, there's going to be a little red stain on the front of the cover, and that, I think, is his gift to you, congratulating you on your award. Why don't you come up here while I read this? Join me. Congratulating James Stephen Comeau on receiving the Eagle Award of the Boy Scouts of America. Whereas James Stephen Comeau is a distinguished member of Boy Scout Troop 516 and has earned the respect and admiration of his family, friends, and fellow Scouts, as well as members of his community in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. And whereas the prestigious rank of Eagle Scout, the highest honor bestowed upon a Scout by the Boy Scouts of America, will be presented to James Stephen Comeau at an Eagle Court of Honor to be held on Friday, October 16, 2015. And whereas James Stephen Comeau is to be commended for setting a superb example for other youth in his troop and his community through his continued involvement with the Boy Scouts of America and Troop 516, and whereas to earn the Eagle Scout rank, the highest advancement rank in Scouting, a Boy Scout must fulfill requirements in the areas of leadership, service, and outdoor skills. And whereas James Stephen Comeau has successfully advanced through the ranks of the Boy Scouts of America, Tenderfoot, Second Class, First Class, Star, Life, and Eagle through the passage of tests organized by meeting specific requirements and obtaining merit badges. And whereas, enlisting the help of fellow Scouts and friends, James Stephen Comeau's Eagle Scout Service Project involved redesigning and rebuilding a garden area and the installation of benches at the West Elementary School complex in the town of Stoughton. Therefore, be it resolved that the members of the Massachusetts House of Representatives hereby join with the community of Stoughton, members of Boy Scout Troop 516, the Boy Scouts of America, family and friends in honoring and commending James Stephen Comeau for his outstanding achievement and exemplary efforts in earning the Eagle Scout Award of the Boy Scouts of America, and hereby extend to him their sincere congratulations and best wishes for continued success in all his future endeavors. And be it further resolved that a copy of these resolutions be forwarded by the Clerk of the Massachusetts House of Representatives to James Stephen Comeau, distinguished member of Boy Scout Troop 516, Stoughton, Massachusetts. And this resolution is signed by the Speaker of the House, Robert A. DeLeo, the Clerk of the House, Stephen T. James, and your state representatives, Louis Kafka and William Galvin. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mark. And next, we'd like to ask Bob O'Regan to come up and give the citation from the Stoughton Board of Selectmen.
Good evening and congratulations. The message that comes through tonight is what a special night it is for you, and it is. But as a member of your Board of Selectmen, I can tell you it's a special night for your community, because what your achievement represents for the community is a success of a program of youth in the town that is second to none. Many programs, all good, none takes a place higher than Scouting in our community. And so your achievement tonight tells the community another success story. And in the town of Stoughton, we've got many of them. Tonight, another one. So I want to thank you on behalf of the town for your achievement, for what you give to our town. And also, just to take a minute to thank all of you in the troop for what you do for our community, for the United Methodist Church for sponsoring this troop. Personally, our son is an Eagle Scout from this troop. We've spent a lot of time in this building ourselves. The leaders, your Scoutmaster and Assistant Scoutmaster and your Scout Committee, and the parents for making this program what it is, for allowing us as a community to share this evening with you. You're developing leadership, citizenship, service, and having fun all in one organization. Not too many places you can do that. And the senator is right. I've had the opportunity to do hiring. When you see candidates come in front of you for jobs, and I've done college interviewing, when you see Eagle Scouts come before you to do interview, there's some quality about these young men that's different. Something different. And you don't always know what it is in the background. And after a few minutes, you realize, I'm talking or I'm dealing with an Eagle Scout, and you will find that. So on behalf of your community, let me tell you how proud we are of you. This is a proclamation from the Board of Selectmen. Whereas James Stephen Comeau has worked diligently through the years to earn the 13 required merit badges to achieve the rank of Eagle Scout, plus an additional 13 merit badges. And whereas James Stephen Comeau has demonstrated his leadership among his peers and his commitment to his community through his service project to redesign and rebuild a garden area and benches for the West Elementary School. And whereas James Stephen Comeau, along with donations, sold and engraved personalized bricks to raise funds and incorporated them within the design of the garden that can be utilized by anyone who may be using the track and fields. And whereas James Stephen Comeau is an honors graduate of Stoughton High School and is currently enrolled in UMass Dartmouth. And whereas James Stephen Comeau has set a wonderful example of dedication, citizenship, and leadership for other boys in his troop by holding a number of leadership positions throughout his years as a Boy Scout, including patrol leader, assistant senior patrol leader, and most recently senior patrol leader. And whereas James Stephen Comeau is a credit to his family, his troop, and his community, now therefore we, Joseph M. McCrisky, David J. Sousa, Thomas J. Recupero, Robert J. O'Regan, and well, there's one missing. It should be Robert Cohen. We'll fix this. Or maybe we'll leave it this way. I'm in here twice, Bob. And all members of the Stoughton Board of Selectmen extend our best wishes and express the pride of the entire town of Stoughton on the accomplishments of James Stephen Comeau and congratulate him on the occasion of his Eagle Court of Honor, a proclamation made this 16th day of October in the year of our Lord, 2015, on behalf of the board. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bob. At this time, I'd like to ask Chief Greg Goldberg to come up and give the letter of recognition from the Stoughton Fire Department.
This time, I would also like to call up firefighter paramedic Brian Ernst. Brian gave up the citation he was going to read to the esteemed Brian Joyce because it was from him. So it was only fitting that he read it. So, but before, I'm going to have, you might want to take a look at this first. Before Brian reads that, I just want to say, James, you put a lot of dedication and hard work into becoming an Eagle Scout, but it started before you were an Eagle Scout, and like Billy said, it started before scouting. It actually started when your parents brought you home from the hospital. A lot of dedication and hard work they put into creating the man we see before us. So let's give the parents a little bit of At this time, I think it's only fitting that paramedic firefighter Brian Ernst, who is also an Eagle Scout from Troop 516, reads the citation from the Stoughton Fire Department. Brian.
So I have a certificate of recognition presented to James Stephen Comeau in attaining Scouting's highest rank, the rank of Eagle Scout. This accomplishment takes hard work, planning, and dedication, and honors you, your family, Troop 516, and the Old Colony Council, and it is an inspiration to the citizens of our community and the members of the Stoughton Fire Department. On this 16th day of October 2015, signed Gregory P. Goldberg, Stoughton Fire Chief. Congratulations.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Greg. Next, I'd like to ask David Figueredo to come up and present Stoughton Recreation Department's letter of recognition.
How you guys doing? Dear Eagle Scout Corps, on behalf of the Stoughton Recreation Department and the town of Stoughton, I want to congratulate and thank James Comeau for his terrific Eagle Scout project at the West School Complex. The building of the raised flower bed and replacement of benches provided a much-needed upgrade to the mini park at the complex. James conducted himself in the most mature and appropriate manner during the project. He sought advice when necessary, met his deadlines in a timely manner, and took pride in his work. Typical of other Eagle Scouts with whom I've worked, James provided leadership and direction to the troops who assisted him and finished the project with alacrity. For those who use the complex and seek out some quiet space away from the athletic fields, James has created a pleasant and restive place. Again, I thank him and his advisors for their continued community service to the residents of Stoughton. Respectfully, John W. Dennison, Jr., Recreation Director.
Thank you, David. Next, I'd like to ask David Laurie to come up and present the letter from Mike Rowe. For those who might not know, he's the host of Dirty Jobs and also an Eagle Scout.
Before I read this, I just want to say one thing. I've known James for a while. Great camping trips, lots of fun, great stories. But there's something I learned about James when I was asked to read this letter that stood out. I know there's a lot of conventions that go on. There's a lot of tradition in these ceremonies. And the one thing I know James realized is that there's going to be a lot of building up the Eagle Scout to being bigger than life and it's phenomenal with letters from presidents and all that. And there's a few moments within this ceremony in which the scout actually gets to contribute something where he actually has his moment to be able to actually say what's on his mind. And he picked this Mike Rowe, and it's almost like a counter to everything that you hear. It's almost like a douse of reality. You're like, hey, it's not necessarily as big as life as you heard earlier. So I want to just bring that up because James actually probably picked this letter to have read, because it's definitely different than everybody else's. So, dear James, as you may have heard, the Eagle Award is kind of a big deal. Most of the guys in my old troop bailed out around star or first class. You stuck it out, and that makes you special. But don't get cocky, James. Contrary to what many have told you, this award will not change the way the world looks at you. Sorry, but it's true. The vast majority of people you're going to meet in life aren't going to care about what you've accomplished in the Boy Scouts. And you know what? That's fine, because while others may benefit from being around the type of adult you might become, the only person that will ever be truly affected by what you have accomplished is you. Remember this always. The Eagle Award comes with no magic power or influence. It is merely a reminder that you have succeeded in one area where most others have failed. That could be the start of a very positive pattern, or it could be something else. I knew a guy who got his eagle a couple years before me. His chest literally puffed up and never returned to its normal size. He started walking around like the world owed him a living. His dad got him into a decent school, and when he finally graduated, he actually carried his degree in his pocket, took it to job interviews, and showed it around like it was his first merit badge. Today, he is a miserable, pompous pain in the butt, and with no friends, 2 ex-wives, and a job he hates. Always complaining about this or that. He still has an old football trophy in his mantle, next to his diploma, and a letter from Gerald Ford framed on his desk, congratulating him for something he did 30 years ago. Don't be that guy. Don't wait for the world to acknowledge your accomplishments. By all means, take pride in what you've done, but don't let it go to your head. When you're finished with scouting, donate your uniform to the Salvation Army. Fold up your sash and stow it away somewhere private with all the other tokens that you've done so far. Then roll up your sleeves, get out in the world, and put what you've learned to use. Live the Scout Law. Remember the Scout Oath. Be unique. And don't forget to have fun. Otherwise, James, you'll wind up like most everybody else. Mike Rowe.
Thank you, David. At this time, I'd like to ask Gene Santarelli to come up and present the letters from BSA and Old Colony. Or not? I think I was supposed to ask Brian Ernst to do it, but I didn't listen to David Figueredo when he came up and told me.
What the letter's going to say is how you stood there and you lived up to Scout Oath, Scout Law. Every one of these young men, including yourself, have done that. The only reason why you were able to do that is because of your leaders, all throughout this audience. And what they did was they taught you something that most young men don't have the opportunity to reach. And that's the ability to understand who they are and what they can do, the changes that they can bring to others. Your project last Sunday at around 7 o'clock, I was asked by a family to take their son out and help them understand what an Eagle Project is. Thinking out all the different projects that there are, and he's an outdoor person. There's a bunch of schools that have outdoor classrooms, but there are not many areas where someone can go, and every facet of that project you touched with your hands. You sat there, you struggled with how to make a curve out of a corner. And I watched the father and the scoutmaster struggle with how to step back and not interfere. But you accomplished it. And that's because of your leaders. That's because you listened. You took the time to want to be better. And that's what today's all about. To recognize the fact that you struggled and you climbed that mountain. And that's what these letters say today. And I really want you to realize these letters are you. You've lived the Scout Oath and Scout Law. I'm not going to say there aren't skeletons in your closet, because, tell me guys, are there? No. Boy, I'll tell you, I saw those heads go up and down real fast. So, with that being said, remember, always put your best foot out there. Be the best person you can. And bring the Scout Oath and Scout Law everywhere you go, because somebody is going to be changed by that. Congratulations.
Thank you, Gene. At this time, I'd like to ask Brian Ernst to come up and actually read the letters from the BSA and Old Colony Council.
All right. This one is from the Boy Scouts of America, the National Council, to James Stephen Comeau. Dear James, congratulations, you are an Eagle Scout. With the completion of the requirements, you have mastered many skills and have made the Scout Oath and Law a part of your life. The Eagle Scouts exemplify hard work and a strong character. You now participate fully in their proud tradition and heritage. The Eagle rank is the beginning, not the end of your journey. As an Eagle Scout, much is expected of you in your community, in your religious faith, in your family, and in scouting. Life is filled with expectations, and with each new recognition, you are obligated to seek broader horizons of service. Scouting guides your life today. Because it does, you are better prepared to guide the future. Our prayers are with you in your future successes. Signed, Robert M. Gates, President. Dr. Robert M. Gates, President. Wayne M. Perry, President. Wayne Brook, Chief Scout Executive. I have another one. This is from the Old Colony Council. Dear James, the Old Colony Council congratulates you on having become an Eagle Scout. You have now reached the pinnacle of scouting. You may be doubly proud because only a small percentage of all Scouts attain this goal. We are sure you have spent many hours meeting the needs and fulfilling the requirements for this coveted award. As you wear the badge that sets you apart from others, you will always be reminded that it signifies extensive knowledge and training and a true regard for others. There is a proud tradition among Eagle Scouts that they continue always to be guided by the oath and feel a special kinship with other Scouts who they encourage to strive for this award. Being made an Eagle Scout is the mark of distinction which will be important to you in whatever your chosen field in adult life may be. With best wishes for your continued success in the future, sincerely, Gary Ostro, Council President, and Richard Stritzinger, Scout Executive.
Thank you, Brian. I know why Gene didn't want to read that. He couldn't say that last name either. I'm going to go off script a little bit, which is probably scaring some people in this room, James. All right, but I want to personally thank you for allowing me, not that you had a choice, to participate in your Scout history and what you've accomplished up to date. I've learned a lot from seeing you grow up and what you've done. And your parents and your family have a lot to be proud of, and so don't you. But like Mike Rowe, it's all done. Now you got to keep going on. So I want to thank you and wish you good well, and hopefully all the best in the future. Thank you. At this time, I'd now ask Assistant Scoutmaster Joe Bodette and Eagle Advisor Arlene Graber to come forward and present the troop gift.
I just wanted to take a moment to congratulate James. I was his Eagle advisor, and I really didn't have a good grasp on what he was exactly doing. And I wanted to make sure that everything was in order. So I took some time one afternoon, and I went to the quiet spot between the West School and the high school, and just got away from everything, and it was a great place to go. There was nobody around, and I just sat and admired all of the beautiful brickwork that he had done for this complex. And I would suggest that any of you go down, take some time, and take a break some afternoon to get away from everything and all the craziness of what's going on in the world, and sit down and look at some of the beautiful work that he did down there. It was in 1990 that Eagle Scout Adam Kempner first started the tradition of a West School Park complex, and it was so great to have a total redesign. It's been a very, very long time, and everything had sort of gone from wreck to ruin, and James really rejuvenated and made it a beautiful place. And I'd like to congratulate him and his parents, and I know how proud they are that he's made this park a place where everybody in town would love to go and visit. So Boy Scout Troop 516 and your parents would like to present you this gift, and I'm asking Joe Bodette to go down and bring it forward. This is something very unusual, and like James, we do things a little differently, but it's probably going to be just wonderful, and we're going to all be surprised today, because I don't think any of us know what's underneath.
Drum roll. What is it?
This is an eagle. It's gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. James Stephen Comeau, Eagle Scout Troop 516, on the day that he passed his board, December 19, 2014.
Joe Vanna White's got nothing on you. That's all I can say. It is now my pleasure to introduce our newest Eagle Scout, James Stephen Comeau, who will present his Eagle Charge to the troop.
So I wrote a really good speech for this, and then I lost it on my computer. So I'm gonna wing it. I would like to just tell the troop and all the people in it to just enjoy Scouts when you can. There will be times when you're really bored, like right now. You're probably really bored and you don't want to be here. But I can tell you from experience that when you get older and you're out of Scouts, you'll forget about these times where you're bored and you'll remember the fun times. So I'd like to just charge the troop to enjoy themselves. Have fun when they can. Thank you.
And now we'd like to ask Assistant Scoutmaster Joe Burdette to present the Scoutmaster's Minute, which should be a little bit longer than James's charge.
First, I would like to congratulate James, Jen, and Steve, to whom I owe this very temporary honor of Scoutmaster. I am a little nervous being up here, while on a daily basis I am in charge of a few to 100 different subcontractors, talking in front of a crowd of people here to celebrate something so important as a Scout making the rank of Eagle. I wanted to do the best I could to honor James's hard work. While talking to my boss and a coworker, I told them I had to attend an Eagle Court of Honor tonight, and they replied, "Again?" and asked me, "How does our troop do it?" I had to give it some thought, and what I realized, it is the boys that are the ones that do it. And seeing one of the older Scouts, such as James, make it to the rank of Eagle, they realize with hard work, it is an achievable goal. I believe it's kind of contagious in this troop. But Scouting isn't only about reaching the rank of Eagle, it's also about fun. I'd like to tell you about last weekend's camping trip, the key word being a buffet of fun. Activities, requirements, and Troop 516's motto, anything for food. We traveled to Cape Cod, and we went to Shawnee Kroll Campground near Cape Cod Canal in the town of Sandwich. We set up camp, and then we ate. We went biking around the campground, came back to camp, then we ate. We had a fire, it was cold, and we ate. The next day, we ate. Then we worked on requirements, and some did trail mountain biking in the woods, and then we ate. We went fishing at the canal, played football, went biking along the canal for an 8-mile bike ride, and then we ate. Played manhunt, had a fire, and ate. Next morning, you'll never guess. We ate, we picked up our sight and traveled home. A buffet of fun for a little for everyone. As a troop, we try to do things to get everyone involved. Please help us by telling us things you would like the troop to do. It is a Scout-run troop. Please come on these trips and activities. Go to as many meetings as you can, and go to summer camp. Summer camp is the single easiest way to make significant progress towards any rank, especially Eagle. And you may even get to do something you didn't know would be fun. In closing, I want to congratulate James and thank Jen and Steve for all that they do. And guess what's next? We get to eat. Thanks, and this is the end of me being Scoutmaster for just over a minute.
Thank you, Joe. Minute 15, by the way. By his earning the rank of Eagle Scout, James joins a very select group of peers in scouting. It's customary at these ceremonies to recognize all of the present who have also earned the highest rank of Boy Scouting. I'd like to invite all those who are Eagle Scouts to come up where Caston is standing and introduce yourselves, giving the year of your award, your troop number, then remain standing in the semicircle area in the front of Caston. We will do this by increasing seniority. Are there any others present who have earned the Eagle Scout rank in the year 2015, 2014, 2013?
Billy Campanario, Troop 516 Stoughton, 2014.
Are there any scouts that have earned their rank of Eagle in 2000? 1990s? 2000. Yeah, Eagles, you couldn't figure that out? Really? Once an eagle, always an eagle is my thought.
Dave Figueredo, 2007.
Andrew Bornstein, Troop 516, 2007.
Are those of the Eagles that might be more literal in the 1990s to 2000?
Mark Hogan, Troop 42 Lower, 1997.
Brian Ernst, Troop 516, 1996.
Are there any Eagles from 1980 to 1990? Anyone from the 70s? We'd like to make note to honor Mr. David Graber. He was an Eagle on August 16th, 1954, from Troop 9 in North Miami, Florida. Eileen, do you want to stand up for David? No? I thought I'd throw it out there. We now have reached the conclusion of the ceremony. Thank you, gentlemen. You can sit down. Thank you. It's not in the script. He's right. I've screwed up the script so bad I can't say it isn't right. At this time, we'd like James to be able to present gifts. No, there's nothing on it. I have no. Do I have the wrong script? Oh, so you screwed me up. It is in the conclusion. You just didn't let me read fire.
Alright, so there are a few people I'd like to thank for helping set this whole thing up. And if I call their name, please come up. I'd like to include Ann Campanario, Joanne Goldberg, Judy Bodette, and Karen Foley, who have helped organize the refreshments, which you were invited to enjoy downstairs. We'll get those to the next. I'd also
also like to thank the Comeau family for helping me get through this. Arlene Graber, Debbie Zorn, Lisa Barkley, Arthur Malik, and Leslie Borenstein, who all worked very hard to organize this. Thank you.
I'd also like to thank the Stoughton Media Access for coming tonight and videotaping the ceremony. I ask that you remain in place as the colors are retired and the troop marches down the aisle. If you have not already done so, please take a moment to sign the certificate box at the main entrance. And you're welcome to join James and his family downstairs in the gymnasium for the reception of refreshments immediately following the conclusion of the ceremony. I now would like to call upon Pastor Schultz to offer the final remarks and closing prayer.
Well, James, I will take a walk over to the West School and see what you've done. And I'd like to offer my congratulations. Shall we pray? Lord in heaven, it is from your hand that all blessings flow, that we receive everything that is good. We thank you for James and all that he's accomplished, and that we can share in this joy. We pray, Lord, that you'll keep your hand on him as he goes into adult life, that these things will continue. Thank you that we can be together. Thank you for the hands that prepared food for us. May we receive it gratefully, and may you be honored in all things. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen,